very good morning. This presentation is brought to you by Resonate International with a mission to leverage knowledge worldwide. The topic being covered is China's global ascendancy, strategy, strength, and the global wake-up call. Ladies and gentlemen, China's ascent from ancient wisdom to modern superpower epitomizes a strategic masterpiece shaped by calculated patience, resilience, and indirect approaches, principles deeply rooted in the art of war. This ancient text, attributed to the 5th century BC strategist Sun Tzu, emphasizes the art of winning through foresight and shrewd maneuvering over open conflict, a philosophy China has seemingly employed throughout its geopolitical rise. Let's examine this in a timeline. Early 20th century, that is pre-communist turmoil. Historically, China's path to power was turbulent and adaptive. By the early 20th century, China was fragmented, weakened by foreign incursions and internal instability. Its economy was in disarray and poverty was widespread. In 1949, when the Communist Party established the People's Republic of China, China's GDP was a mere $30 billion and nearly 80% of its population lived below the poverty line, lacking access to adequate education, healthcare, and stable infrastructure. Under the new government, however, China set a course for economic and political consolidation, one that would lay the groundwork for a transformative new era. 1978, the dawn of reforms and openness. The pivotal shift began in 1978 as China launched sweeping economic reforms under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping. Abandoning a purely centralized model, China introduced Gauge Kaifeng, or reform and opening up, which strategically harnessed Western interest. Special economic zones were set up in cities like Shenzhen, offering tax benefits, incentives, and low-cost labor to foreign companies. The result was a flood of foreign capital eager to benefit from the inexpensive production. Western corporations, including IBM, Intel, and General Motors, saw profit potential but underestimated the depth of China's strategy. Technology sharing agreements were a precondition for entry, and over time, China absorbed advanced manufacturing techniques and industrial expertise, accelerating its own growth. By 2001, the year of China's entry into the World Trade Organization, US firms had invested over $30 billion into the Chinese economy, fueling its transformation from a low-wage production hub into a burgeoning technological force. 1980-2010 period, China becomes the factory of the world. As China's policies transformed its economy, the period from 1980 to 2010 saw GDP growth rates average an extraordinary 10% annually. By investing in infrastructure, enforcing policy-driven coordination, and leveraging state-backed industries, China built the world's most extensive manufacturing ecosystem. Between 1980 and 2022, China grew to account for over 30% of global manufacturing output, producing goods across every major industry, from electronics to advanced machinery. This level of dominance was no accident. It was the result of intentional, policy-driven planning that took full advantage of China's massive workforce and state-funded industrial development. By the turn of the century, China had not only become the factory of the world, but had positioned itself as an irreplaceable link in the global supply chains. 2013, the Belt and Road Initiative expanded China's influence dramatically. In 2013, China launched the Belt and Road Initiative, marking a new chapter in its global strategy. With the BRI, China committed over $1 trillion to infrastructure projects spanning more than 150 countries, from Asia to Africa and to Latin America. These countries, China developed ports, railways, and power plants, establishing itself as an essential partner and, in many cases, a primary lender. This influence is profound. In Africa alone, China has invested over $43 billion in energy projects, securing access to critical resources and fostering dependency. The reach of the BRI has been extended to Latin America and Europe as well, making it one of the most ambitious geopolitical moves in modern history. Meanwhile, China's over $800 billion holdings in US Treasury bonds consolidates its leverage over the US economy, while its extensive investment in land, resources and mining worldwide secure its status as a key global player in resource access. 2000 to present, military modernization and technological expansion has been dramatic. China's defense strategy evolved alongside its economic power. Since 2000, its defense budget has surged by more than 700%, reaching approximately $230 billion, the second highest globally. The People's Liberation Army has modernized at an unprecedented rate, expanding capabilities in space, cyber defense, and maritime security. With military bases such as the one in Djibouti and its assertive presence in the South China Sea, China's strategic military buildup reflects its aspiration to rival traditional superpowers and secure its position as a comprehensive global force. Today, China has become an unprecedented superpower. Today, China holds an unparalleled position on the global stage as a superpower with profound economic, military, and political influence. As the world's largest trading nation, with a total trade volume exceeding $6 trillion in 2023, China's economic footprint spans continents, impacting markets and supply chains globally. Its Belt and Road Initiative has secured infrastructure investments in over 150 countries, enhancing China's strategic foothold. Militarily, China's defense budget has reached approximately $230 billion in 2023, second only to the United States, signifying its significant military modernization and regional power assertion. For the US and other superpowers, adapting strategies in response to China's rapid growth is critical. Efforts to secure supply chains valued at hundreds of billions, protect intellectual property worth an estimated $600 billion annually, and solidify diplomatic alliances are essential to maintaining global balance and the resilience in the face of China's rise. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, a wake-up call exists for the world. China's rise from ancient philosophy to global superpower is not only a testament to the power of strategic patience and tactical leverage, it also signals a pivotal moment for the world's future. For the globalized economy, it is a reminder that unchecked partnerships and economic dependencies can carry profound consequences, reshaping national policies and challenging established powers. China's journey serves as a powerful case study in the strength derived from resilience and adaptability. Yet, the story of China's rise is also a wake-up call. Nations that engage without caution risk surrendering control, creating dependencies that could strain autonomy in the decades to come. Now, more than ever, it is essential for countries to foster balanced policies that respect both sovereignty and cooperation. As the world observes China's climb to unparalleled influence, the path forward is clear. Global leaders must recalibrate their strategies, building resilience and establishing safeguards that balance national interest with mutual global stability. China's journey from ancient strategy to modern power invites each nation to examine its own trajectory, considering the lessons, opportunities, and risks along the way. For the world, this is more than a narrative of one nation's rise. It is a chance to reflect, recalibrate, and prepare for an era where balance, vigilance, and adaptability may ultimately shape the next chapter of global history. Good luck, best wishes, and God bless.